I'm Kristen Rogers here at Plug and Play Tech Center in Silicon Valley with the CEO of Xirrus, Shane Buckley. Shane, how are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. Yourself?
Good, I'm great. Can we start off by talking about your company? I know if you look behind us, you were the hottest company of Plug and Play in February of this year. So what is Xirrus?
Xirrus is a next generation wireless company. So what we do is we provide very high performance wireless solutions. We started off providing services to education, universities. Now you see us in large public venues. So if you go to any of the world's biggest trade shows, CES, RSA, Interop, Dreamforce, they all use exclusively Xirrus solutions. That's now extended into the hospitality industry. So if you go on vacation and stay in the world's leading hotels, for example, biggest convention centers, they all use our products. Now into retail and transportation. If you travel around Europe, you're most likely going to have Wi-Fi in a train service or in public venues around Paris, across different cities in Germany, the UK, etc. So it's a big business for us because everyone's connecting, a lot more devices. The applications are getting much more challenging because they need much more capacity with social networking, with video, Snapchat, Instagram, you name it. We're everywhere now.
Why is Xirrus so unique in your opinion?
Well, the challenge for wireless is that you need a lot of performance. In the old days, wireless was an overlay technology for occasional access in meeting rooms and for guests. Now all our devices are wireless only. So you look at your laptops, iPads, Android devices, smartphones, there is no Ethernet cable. So the wireless network has to deliver the performance. Over 90% of all traffic in iPads is on wireless networks, not on the 4G LTE network. So wireless really has to work, and it has to work reliably all the time. The big challenge, though, is the application layer has become much more complicated, needs a lot more capacity, and Xirrus can provide that. So Xirrus does that in a way that nobody else does, because we scale from 2 to 16 radios in a device, number one. Number two, we control the applications very well, so we ensure that critical applications get prioritized, and these background applications get deprioritized on the network, so that the user sees much higher performance on the applications that are important for them. In addition, we're fully future-proof, so the latest technologies and next generation technologies are all supported in existing products today, and we're really simple to use because we leverage the cloud from a management and a configuration perspective. All that together makes Xirrus pretty unique.
What sparked the idea to create Xirrus?
So we're 10 years old this year, and the company was founded on the principle that the access layer of the network would be wireless. Now that doesn't sound too impressive today, but if you remember, when we founded the company, there was no such thing as an iPhone. Google had not invented the Android operating system. There was no Facebook. In fact, Google itself was in its infancy. So it was quite a leap of faith back 10 years ago when we started on this long march. And what we've realized is the market has come to us much, much faster than even we had thought because of the changes in the devices and the applications people use. But it was our belief that the access layer would move to wireless, and that Ethernet as a technology would no longer exist in cables, would become a reality. And that is absolutely the case today. There are 16 billion devices in the world today that are connected wirelessly, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. In the next 5 years, that's expected to grow to over 160 billion devices.
Wow. As I mentioned, we are here at Plug and Play Tech Center. What made you guys want to come to Plug and Play as your accelerator?
That's a great question. So our company is headquartered in Thousand Oaks, just outside LA. But we recognized as we were building out our inside sales organization that we needed to find a location that would have a great pool of talent and would have a facility that would allow us to grow and expand in a modular fashion. And one thing that really impressed us when we met with Said and the Plug and Play team was a fantastic facility. There's a huge buzz here from the first time you enter the lobby right through to the building with all these different companies. We're right in the heart of Silicon Valley, so you can get some of the best talented people in sales and marketing and support. We've been able to build our organization from 3 people day one to over 25 people today, and we're likely going to double that over the next 2 quarters here at Plug and Play. The fact the facility can grow and expand based on our needs is really, really impressive. There are great services here, so we have great services here for restaurants and transportation. It's just a great move for us overall.
As you mentioned, this is your 10th year anniversary. From day one to now 10 years later, what has been the most rewarding moment for you?
Wow, the most reward. There have been so many. It's kind of hard for me to, I guess, single one out. But just this month, actually, Gartner in their Access Layer Magic Quadrant positioned Xirrus as a visionary for access layer technologies. That was a major step for us because we are competing against companies like Cisco and HP, for example, and other players in the market. And for us to be positioned as a visionary from the world's leading analyst firm was a tremendous moment for the company. There were many other great moments, like when we got our first $1 million order, we got our first $5 million order. We've recently had $10 million orders from customers. But I think Gartner probably eclipses it in terms of just recognition in the market.
Perfect. That's great. Thank you so much, Shane. And to learn more about the companies here at Plug and Play, you can visit us online at plugandplayaccelerator.com.